What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Snob Reviews. I am Mick Manhattan, the Snob, and I'm back with an all-new review of the movie King Richard, out on HBO Max and in theaters now, starring Will Smith as Richard Williams, Venus and Serena's father, coaching them from a young age on how to be tennis players and technique and everything else, and their struggles and journey along the way. Now, we've had a lot of great movies come out this weekend, including Ghostbusters Afterlife, Tick, Tick, Boom, Psych 3, Cowboy Bebop, the TV show, came out. This has been by far my favorite. King Richard was a truly fantastic biopic about two of the greatest athletes to ever walk the earth, especially in the sport of tennis. Venus and Serena Williams, and how they grew up, and their father and how he coached them, and what their trials and tribulations throughout have been. Will Smith is in top form in this movie. He is fantastic as Richard. He plays him all the way down to the perfect cadence in his voice and everything else. When you go back and you watch a lot of the old footage and things like that, and you listen to how he spoke, it's very similar to kind of the way he carries himself. Will Smith really went after it, and he did such a fantastic job in this movie. I cannot speak highly enough about him. And he's so passionate and beautiful in it too. And the way he's talking about his daughters and the way he's defending him throughout the entire movie. And just his outlook on how the world works, and the fact that they are going to look for the beauty and they're going to be humble and everything else. It's such a beautiful, beautiful movie with such encouragement, everything else to go with it that makes this just truly fantastic. Now, the movie does focus on Serena and Venus at their early age of coming up and how they got started and finding new coaches and going through all the motions within tournaments and the coaching and everything else, and kind of navigating that world of tennis. But Venus's character is the one that is focused on more here because she went into the pros earlier and she was the one that got the endorsement faster. And they do get into it, and Serena and her character is a lot of heart and fight into this. And I just enjoyed both actors and the performances that they put out. Sonia Sidney, who played Venus, was truly fantastic. She has one part in this movie that really just got me. She's in a tournament, she's losing, she's way behind, and at one point, and I don't want to tell you what leads up to this because it's really well done, but at one point she turns out, she just takes a breath, and like everything in her, you could see just how she did it, and her posture and everything else, and her face just washed away. And you knew at that point, that's the turning point. She's coming back in and she wins the whole thing right off the bat because she's focused now. She caught her composure and that was it. And to be down that far and then to come back like that, but just her acting in that scene was brilliant. And it wasn't even, no words were spoken. Just like it was almost like a wave, and like the power came back and she went in and just killed it. And of course, Demi Singleton, who plays Serena Williams in the movie, is such a fighter and she's so fantastic. There's a scene even with her where, she's not playing in the tournament. She's kind of being held back. She's watching Venus go in and doing it. And again, I don't want to give anything away. I want you to go watch the movie and see why it's like that. But she turns right around and she enters the tournament on her own and she kills it in that too. And it's just, but the looks on their faces, they're such, all the girls who played the sisters in the movie are sweet and wonderful and fantastic, and they're doing such a great job in supporting each other, and the family unit of this movie is truly wonderful. But just the way these two, them going out there, and when they're on that court, it's their court. And of course we know that to be true because, again, not just two of the greatest tennis players of all time, not the two greatest tennis players of all time, but two of the greatest athletes of all time. And it's been proven time and time again. So watching a movie about them coming up and going back and rereading a lot of the history of it, because I want to learn more about it. I actually want to read Richard Williams' book now that I've seen the movie. There's not much difference. There's slight little differences in fact and fiction here. They took some liberties, but it wasn't much. And it really didn't have to do with the young ladies. So to say that and to see the differences and to see what Venus, and actually in some cases it was a lot easier in the movie than it was in life with things that they had to go through when they were being coached. To see those things and read about what they went through and to make it to be great. It's wonderful. It's truly fantastic because it's inspiring in so many ways. Like I remember them coming up. They go through and the whole movie is very long. That's the only thing I will say is it's a long movie. But for sure, it is a 2.5 hour movie. It is a slow movie because it is a drama. Just be mindful of that when you start watching it because it can drag at certain parts, but the story in a whole is truly fantastic. Everyone in this movie was fantastic. I love the Williams family and how they portrayed them in this movie, and just how close and caring they are for each other and supportive throughout the whole thing. I love this movie. I give this 4.5 out of 5 tennis rackets. Of course, I had to do tennis rackets because it's a tennis movie. It's about 2 of the greatest tennis players of all time. So I say check this out if you haven't seen it already. It's in theaters. It's on HBO Go. Make sure to watch it. I will not be surprised if Will Smith is nominated, but I think, there's a couple of young ladies who played an amazing role in this that could be too. The whole thing was great. I say check it out. Thanks for watching. I am Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob. You can check out any one of our shows over on thescenesnobs.com. We have Real Combat, the Scene Snobs podcast, mixed movie picks, and more. And if you want to know anything else about what we've got going on, go check out the end credits. It will tell you all about our Patreon, our merch, everything else, and where you can follow us on social media. All right, everybody. Until next time, I'm Mick Manhattan, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob, and you can check out the Scene Snobs podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Or you can check it out on any podcast platform or our YouTube channel anytime after that. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. If you guys want to join, check us out over on thescenesnobs.com. We have links for everything. The Scene Snobs merch store is open. You can check that out too. Links again on the site. Or follow, and subscribe on all of our social media. Again, head over to thescenesnobs.com. It's all there for you guys. Love you, and we'll talk to you guys soon.